Good morning. Welcome to Friday. Here we are, Virtual Coffee Club. I'm going to give people a moment because we're live for them to log on and join the festivities. If you are catching this on the replay, give us a moment. We're going to jump into it here soon. For those who are logging on or catching that replay, please say hello in the comments. Let me know you're here. Have some fun with us because it's Fun Friday. And then I was thinking we could also call it Fuck It Friday. Like maybe we'll switch that from Wednesdays to Fridays. Just some things that are rolling around in my brain as ideas. So we'll see how that goes. Good morning, Angie. How are you today? I hope your Friday is off to a smashing good start. The roads in southern Alberta are horrendously slippery this morning. The drive to school was, let's call it an adventure at its finest. Yeah, it was some slick driving today. So be careful if you're headed out. I think there was rain or something overnight because there's this entire sheet of ice that is just covering everything. So please keep that in mind as you head out today. We will wait for a few more people to log in and then we'll get started. Please say hi in the comments as you join us this morning. Hi, Kel. How are you? I'm just looking out. Looked like it was snowing again. I was saying earlier, so slippery today. So slippery. How's things in your world? What's going on? We're just going to give people another moment and get started. But again, if you're catching this later or now, say hi in the comments. Let's see who's hanging out. All right. Friday, we are going into the long weekend in Alberta. Now, I don't know off the top of my head. So if there's somebody watching from other provinces or elsewhere, what's going on with my hair? If I didn't see myself, we could just keep going and I wouldn't have to play with my hair all the time. If you're watching from somewhere else, do you have a long weekend in your neck of the woods too? Or is it just an Alberta thing still? I can never remember because I feel like some provinces do, some don't. I mean, the US has a whole other, I don't know when their long weekend is. Anyway, let me know. We're going into a family day long weekend. Still coughing, she says. Are we doing the shoppers run this year? 100% we are. This is the 10th anniversary of Run for Women this year. And I think the swag bag is going to be even more epic than it was last year. So not that we're only doing it for the swag bag, but let's be honest, that's a really good motivator. But I think 100% we do Run for Women again this year. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit today. So yes, answer is yes. I'm going to, Team Vijay will be back. I'll get that kind of registered and going and put the link up and share it so that we can do it. Good morning, my sweet wifey. Are you all packed and ready to go? Oh, mom's here. It was slippery 4 years ago today, the anniversary of my broken wrist. All right. Well, February is a slippery month. Cousin Shay's here. My whole life is a long weekend. Well, that's okay. That sounds kind of like you're living the dream then. So good for you. But curious, is everybody, what's your plans for the long weekend? Like, do you head to a cabin? Do you got big plans? I know that I think in Alberta, again, I don't know elsewhere, but Monday, because it being the family day long weekend holiday, there's free ice fishing, meaning you don't have to have an ice fishing license to fish on Monday. So I know that's a family thing that happens for a lot of people. Will that be happening in your neck of the woods? I would love you to comment kind of what you've got planned for the weekend. getting an oil change, hitting the road. Good. Travel safe because it's a crazy slippery day today. Yeah. So I think that'll be fun. Hey, Monday, we start a new fun thing in that we're going to dub Mondays to be Music Mondays. And so we're hoping to book a musical themed guest on Mondays. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Our very first guest on Holiday Monday, because we will still be coming to you for Coffee Club on Monday morning, is Brandon Lorenzo. When it's just so fun to say his name. And I embarrassed both of us when I introduced him on stage a few weeks ago at the Alberta Ag Society's convention by going on and on about his name. And I was trying to do the scene from Elf, you know, the movie Elf with Will Ferrell. So I was trying to do the scene where I think he was saying Ferdinand. Was Ferdinand or Fernando was maybe the guy's name. And he kept saying Fernando, and how much he loved saying the name. And so I tried to reenact that moment from the movie, introducing Brandon Lorenzo on the stage. And I said all the wrong things, and we both turned a couple of shades of red in that moment. And he's still talking to me, so it's good. So we're going to check in with Brandon on Monday. He's going to let us know. He's also a school teacher, which is kind of cool. So it worked out really well for him to be the first Music Monday guest, and we're going to continue to do that. So Michaela, you're going to be up. You're going to have a Music Monday spot when you get back from up north. So keep that in mind. And we're going to carry on. We're going to try to focus on wellness and mental health and having some fun on Wednesdays. And then Fridays are going to continue to be Fun Fridays and Fuck It Fridays. And so we're just going to head into the weekend, shaking off our week, diving into a great weekend and having a whole lot of fun. So that's some of the changes that are coming for our virtual coffee club. So I hope you will continue to be a part of the fun and festivities as we move forward. What else? What else is going on? What's shaking in your world? What do you got planned for the weekend? What's happening? Just looking through the comments. Everybody's doing good. Good. I appreciate that. It's hard to stay focused these days. Are you feeling that? We had a big week. I don't know if anybody else is kind of feeling that. We could talk about that for a moment. It was a big week. One, I think February is an interesting month because we come through, like January went by so quickly. And I think January can traditionally have some of the starting developments of seasonal affective disorder and ways where mental health is really tested. I think the state of our world has really grinded on us a little bit, but some people have found some hope through some of the changes moving forward. But this week was a heavy week. I think Valentine's can put some interesting pressures on people, followed by a very charged full moon. And just being mid-February in the middle of winter is just, it's sort of a blah time. Would you agree with me on that? Let me know in the comments. So I think that it felt like a heavy week this week. There was a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on. And for most people, I think in Alberta, I don't know if it happens everywhere or just in our school division down here, but the kids have the entire week off next week for reading week. So it's giving people an opportunity. I know that many friends have skipped out early today to start sort of that extended week break and are doing a little bit of traveling, even if it's just within, Alberta and BC, but just getting out of the house, going and doing something with their kids to just change the scenery a little bit. And I like the idea of that. So I'm hoping that maybe that's part of your inspiration for heading into this weekend, is that you have an opportunity to maybe change the scenery a little bit and shake off the heavy of this week. And I noticed, because I sort of gauge a lot of where people are feeling and where people are at, good, bad, or otherwise, true or fake, on the social media world, but what people are sharing. And it seemed collectively that we were all feeling a little bit heavy this week, a little bit emotionally charged, riding a bit of a roller coaster of emotions. And whether you believe in energy or any of those type of things, when it's charged around a full moon, I fully believe, again, we talked about that before, is like, I don't know if there's science behind that or if you require the science, but I think we just know that around full moons, it can be emotional. We feel emotional, we feel off, people do crazy things, there's more collisions, like it's just there's a shift in that energy world. And I guess this week it felt big for some people. And for some people it was. I had, lunch with a friend yesterday who was like, last full moon was way more charged for me. But I had a great phone chat with another friend this week, and we both were like, this moon's kicking our ass. So there's that. So yeah, I guess just recognizing that, knowing that, understanding that you're not the only one who's felt in a different space this week. And maybe your week has felt even better. Please share that in the comments too, because that's really important. So, yeah, we go into a long weekend, shaking it off, having some fun, doing something new. I think that I would have to look, but I feel like last weekend I was downtown Calgary on Stephen Avenue, and they had an event going on called Glow Fest. And I feel like the weekend, they were doing it for 2 weekends, and it continues into this weekend. So Google it if you're thinking of checking it out. But what was cool about it is they had fire pits, all along Stephen Avenue. They've got all the beautiful lights. And then they had different events. So one section, kind of when we went through, there was people with all these different glow items doing like dancing and performing. And then we go down a little bit further, and they were inside behind glass, but it was mic'd beautifully with the speakers outside is just a couple of guitar players, which were phenomenal. Kind of that flamenco guitar, which is one of my favorites. Makes me think of Oscar Lopez. And they were playing this incredible music, and people were just dancing and enjoying the music. The thing that was really cool about it for me is that I'm in a space of feeling really comfortable being in a group setting. Not everybody is, and I fully, support you in how you're feeling. But it was so cool to see how many people were packing the streets along Stephen Avenue and just getting out and having fun and doing something that we would consider normal. Again, that I think was really, really cool. And so if that's continuing again this weekend, I think you should check it out. It was really, really fun. I thought I saw something else advertised, and now it's completely gone blank from my brain. But if you know of other cool things that are happening this weekend that are going on around wherever you live, post it in the comments. So, for example, if it's not obvious by the title of what you're sharing, please just let us know what community it's happening in, because we have people who join Coffee Club all across the country, the US, etc. Be sure to throw into the comments where. And so no matter what, even though I'm broadcasting from Alberta, please share the events that are happening in your communities this weekend also, because you never know who will see them and who will want to go check them out. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. That's what we're here for, giving each other some ideas and fun. So that's what I think about that. What else is going on in your brain? What else is going on in my brain? I don't even know. There's just so many things this week, right? It's just been a week. But good things, right? Good things. Even when they're bad things, or feel like bad things in the moment, they can turn to be good things. I have learned so many ways to switch a bad experience or a grief experience into something positive for the last few weeks. It has been phenomenal. So do know that you will get through all of those pieces. What else is going on for this family day weekend? Or maybe you got next week off. Maybe you're taking a little midwinter vacay. I'm looking forward to some of the traveling restrictions getting figured out and settled because I am dying to get somewhere. Yeah. What else, friends? What else is on your mind? I kind of think that those are all the thoughts I had today. Which that's pretty good for me. I don't know. I feel like there was something else I wanted to share with you, and I've just totally blanked on what that was, but I don't know. I don't know. Off till the 1st, Kelly. Yes. That is going to be amazing. Enjoy that so much. How are the tickets going for Ladies Night Out? The Canettes are doing Ladies Night Out in March. I'm so excited that Mike and I will be back to MC that event again this year. It is going to be a riot. We're going to have so much fun. So really looking forward to that. That is going to be good. How are the tickets going? Yeah. So, and I think we're going to see more and more things starting to come up and come out. I get to go, thanks to a couple of amazing friends, I get to go see James Taylor in a few months. And I mean, it's not till May, but I'm so looking forward to that experience that it feels good. Okay, friends, it feels good to be excited about something again, to have something that we're looking forward to again. I think there's an incredible amount of positivity for our mental health when we have something to look forward to. So maybe if you haven't planned something in your future, it doesn't have to be tickets to a concert. It could be whatever, but maybe plan something. And if you're not ready for how you're feeling about the changes and shifts that are happening in the world when it comes to COVID, pardon me, plan something for the spring. Just whether it's booking a Airbnb somewhere or a concert or a something, plan something that can come up in a few months that you have something to look forward to, that you can start counting down to, that you can start thinking about, that you can start planning for, because it's going to raise that vibration and that feel inside, and it's going to be so good. Kelly says it's not sold out yet, and it's so much fun. That event is so much fun. So if you're in High River on March 19th, we are going to have a riot. April shares, and I read this out. Good morning. Just to share about something getting back to normal. I was out for lunch yesterday at South Fork, and the lady in the booth beside us jumped up and hugged Joe, the waiter, with huge smiles from both of them. It was so heartwarming that I stopped on our way out and told them that if I could have captured that love and hug and shared it, what a wonderful world it would be. We were both in tears. The hugs are happening now and our sorry. I can't read. You can't type, April. We are a team of awesome. Hugs that are happening now are spectacular. And isn't that the way? Friends, I have preached the importance of connection through this entire process, hence why we do Coffee Club in the first place. But those are the moments that matter. Those are the things. And that's why we've been sharing, again, our challenges every day of making February more friendly, is getting back to it, is getting back to those connection things. And there is science. There is science behind, if you are the person that requires the science, behind what happens to your body, what happens to your serotonin levels in your brain and function that happens in your body with a simple hug. Legitimately, it is life-changing. So hug some people. It's going to be fine. We're going to be okay. I can't wait. And I think it's been hard for those of us who are the touchy, huggy people of the world. COVID has been the most challenging. For those of you who don't like the hugs, and I have several of you in my life who I'm constantly making uncomfortable, this has been joyful for you. But you know what? Be prepared, because our huggers, we are coming back in full effing force. We are going to be hugging the out of everybody. I want to hug strangers in the grocery store. Probably not a good idea, but we're going to get there. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Get ready. We maybe how we did kindness revolution last year, we need to do a hug revolution, like a connection revolution. Okay, hang on. I got to write that down because I'll sign off of Coffee Club and forget what I said to you. This is the way my brain works now. I'm going to blame it on COVID, but I'm pretty sure it's because I'm aging. But I don't want to go there today. Like, let's keep this happy. So yeah, there's what I think about that. Hope you're having an amazing start to this family day long weekend in Alberta and weekend everywhere else where you are. Cheers to you. Make it a great one, my friends. And we will be back Monday morning. Again, Music Mondays starts next week. And our first musical guest is from Airdrie, Alberta. His name is Brandon Lorenzo. And we are going to learn all about what he's been doing through COVID. Maybe he'll even play us a song to kick off our week. And it's going to be a whole schwack of fun. So looking forward to seeing you Monday morning. Even though it's a long weekend, we will be here having some fun with you. Friends, make it a good one. Get outside, change your scenery for a couple days if you can. And by all means, hug somebody this weekend. We're so racy. Hug somebody this weekend and make it a good one, friends. We will see you Monday morning.